Hey everybody, coming at you from LA today. I'm Mason, by the way. I'm the founder and the tonic herbal crazy guy around here at SuperFeast. Yeah, sorry that I'm only coming to you from my Airbnb and not somewhere more exciting, but couldn't wait to talk about some cordyceps. So I've been using cordyceps, it must be about 9 years now. I've had them in my diet integrated, and probably one of the first herbs that I ever brought into the SuperFeast range, even before we had formulas. So cordyceps is this medicinal mushroom. It's one of the primary ingredients in the Mason's mushrooms and in the Jing. And I just went and visited Ron Teagarden's tonic bar. So Ron Teagarden, he has a business here called Dragon Herbs, and he was one of the people that inspired me to get into tonic herbalism in the beginning and go down that DDAO sourcing route that has really swept me away. And one of the things he says about cordyceps is it takes about 20 years and to really, reap the benefits of cordyceps through your kidney system, through your lungs. And it just goes to really show that that's the ancient Taoist intention, right? So one of the things about cordyceps is prolonging life and creating a real robust structure and really embodying a capacity for endurance so you can get through your entire life and you have the physicality and ability to do that. And so it just really ties into that ancient Taoist intent. We're integrating some of these herbs that really resonate with us long term so we can accumulate and reap beautiful benefits. One of the intentions being to prolong our lives and bring more graceful aging. And so cordyceps is one of the absolute primaries for that. It is known as like that medicinal mushroom for real core athleticism, for bringing strength to the body, and it's especially because it's a Jing herb, and so those herbs are going to be doing that. They're going to be helping the knees, lower back, basically building foundational strength. At the same time, building sexual capacity in cordyceps' sake, increasing sperm count, and sex hormone production, androgen production. All those things are kind of like in that Jing category, but cordyceps is especially incredible because it is doing a lot of balancing of the yin and yang through the kidneys. So you can see it's kind of got like a nice little phallic nature to it, that the cordyceps. Now, yes, this is a parasitic mushroom, cordyceps, and so it inoculates larvae, and that's why it's called winter worm, summer grass, because it'll inoculate the larva, underground, and in winter it'll use that to spread its mycelium, and then in summer it will sprout up from the ground, and that's what's known as summer grass right there. Now, that wildcrafting industry isn't sustainable, so this is the one product that we have that's actually cultured, and that just means it's put in a big vat with some broth, and then we introduce a particular strain called CS4 of the cordyceps. So it's a vegan one, although wild cordyceps are not vegan in themselves. CS4 is basically the fourth strain taken from Cordyceps sinensis in order to just try and find what we could do, what we could culture and create to meet demand that was going to have the closest therapeutic and clinical benefits as the wild cordyceps, and that was the CS4. Now, balancing yin and yang, all those beautiful sex hormone toning things going on, also a beautiful lung tonic, like helping reduce mucus and also relieving pain just in general is one of the clinical reasons that people would be using cordyceps. But really, toning pulmonary capacity, and so that's increasing our ability to actually pull oxygen and get blood oxygen, oxygenation going even better through that same function. It's been shown to really up ATP utilization from mitochondria. And so we see, over time, we're toning various functions in the body and the way that we produce power through our cells. And that's why cordyceps is historically known as herb that's going to be able to is going to help you in doing that. Now, of course, then you go down the fact that we've got I don't think everyone knows, with every batch that we have of herbs that comes through, we're testing for active ingredients and active constituents, and so we've got a high, slightly fluctuating percentage of polysaccharides, beta glucans that are always present, which is that's where the majority of this incredible immune herb is getting its potency from. But it's really, really modulating. In fact, a lot of clinicians and a lot of data is showing that this is probably the best and safest mushroom in autoimmune conditions because its ability to regulate T cells and have different aspects of the immune system starting to talk in harmony. In many instances, you can you can see antibodies in a wide array of autoimmune conditions decreasing. And funnily enough, it's one of those ones that even in like you'll see on the other side of things where you'll have an extreme immune deficiency, and those same immune cells that were too high in the autoimmune condition, they will go up in this one scenario and then down in this other scenario. That's been clinically proven, which is absolutely magic. And then the another active, like one of the other active constituents that we make sure we test for to make sure that it's at a particular therapeutic dose of, and we do that for all the herbs, but that's cordyceps acid, and so that's doing a lot of protection of the liver, having a lot of an effect of bringing basically an antioxidant and super protective nature to the tissue, and plus there's plus a number of other compounds which we make sure are present because they've been so, like, especially in particular cases, they've been so implicated for being cardiovascular protective, and it's one of the clinical things, one of the reasons why people go to Cordyceps as well. So we want to make sure that they're actually, those constituents are present, which they are. And so in terms of this mushroom, it's a primary in the Jing, primary in the Mason's mushrooms, and we also have it alone. So whether you've got one of those blends going, you've kind of already got Cordyceps in your life. But yeah, like I just hope this helps bring you a little bit closer to this fungus, to this mushroom, which is literally one of the most revered herbs in the absolute world, and it's one that I'm really happy that a lot of you are taking, and I'm definitely going to be happy taking this for many, 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 many decades, the rest of my life.